Tony wakes up in a dimly lit room disoriented and confused. He struggles to recall how he got there, but as his eyes adjusts, he notices other men in different corners of the room. They approach him to check if he's okay and asked him what he remembered. Tony recounts being abducted by a UFO and sees that the other men have similar stories. However, one man, Sagan, believes they've been taken up by angels and that it was the end of days. Stephen, who has a military background, is convinced that they are part of a Black Project aircraft and that they have been caught in a clandestine operation. After what seems like an eternity, the walls of the room suddenly become transparent, and an unusually bright light fills the room. As their eyes adjust, they are stunned. Before them is the impossible: floating buildings, all manner of UFOs, and sky-high buildings in odd shapes. An alien city. As the men gaze ahead in awe, a voice suddenly breaks out in the room.
"Welcome home, gentlemen."
The men are bewildered, considering they were abducted on Earth.
Perhaps the voice was addressing others on the ship, not us,
said Tony.
In English. I don't think so. It is talking to us. Get ready, we are charging through once the door opens.
Please relax, this is heaven. Eternity awaits us.
Bloody hell. Sagan, you either fight with us or risk being probed for eternity.
Not quite. El Stephanus, El Antonius, El Victorious, you are from Puriel, and this is your home. You enlisted in a simulation program to experience the fictional concept of being a mortal human. The world you lived in was designed and built, including the bodies you currently inhabit. They are disposable biological avatars. You have been returned upon the request of your families and would be returned to the simulation afterward if you prefer.
The men continue to look at each other, stunned. The voice then advises them to lie on their backs as their real bodies were about to be woken up. After a moment of hesitation, they all lie on the floor, except Stephen. He did not believe the public address system and was warming up for a fight, and at the same time, cursing out the other men for being so gullible.
You blistering cowards. I am not getting probed without a fight.
Suddenly, his body froze, and he dropped to the floor. All the men then proceed to lose consciousness. They awake to a dozen new senses in a real body with a real life. They remember everything now. It had only been days since they had enlisted for the human experience out of hundreds of options, yet it feels like a lifetime. Time, the concept, still eluded their reality. It will wear off soon. Tony's room door opens, and his wife walks in. Tony realizes how much he has missed her. It feels like he hadn't seen her in years. His wife isn't amused. She requires some personal assistance and does not support Tony's affinity for fictional simulation. Tony starts to laugh. He has been on an incredible journey and could not wait to return.